Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, cosmic guardians of Terra Nova, Gaia Galactica. All our starred seed earth angelics of the 144 received a trinity of activations today through this very powerful Ascension portal. Our local Solaris released another 5 C-class solar flares today and 2 M-class flares, with the most powerful maxing at M1.64 at 1913 UTC, flooding this realm with gamma mother plasma waves of adamantine light. We also witnessed a massive white-out beam of light in the heartbeat of Gaia today, appearing on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 27 and 57 Hertz. Fifth-dimensional energetics fully anchored into the crystalline core and rising. Pachamama also received 2 powerful activations today in her sacred portal of Venezuela, with a magnitude 6.2 earthquake at 22:21 UTC, followed by an even more intense quake at magnitude 6.3 at 3:51 UTC. New Atlantean energies of the return of the divine masculine pulsing in. In synchronicity with these new Earth events, we have a galactic activation portal day on the Mayan Tzolk'in calendar, with galactic signature Keen 184, yellow lunar seed of awareness, new beginnings, and intelligence, and wisdom of Buddha mind. We are also in the midst of another great celestial event as the Moon and Mars meet in the evening sky, as the doorway between worlds opens up and we step through and over the threshold of our new heaven upon the new earth. This is the divine union of the eagle and the condor, as the feminine and masculine unite in the heart and mind centers of all our good people of the new Eden paradise. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful divine decree of the Lyran High Council. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute. Great celestial event. Moon meets Mars, September 24th, 2025. Get ready for a rare cosmic encounter. On September 24th, just after sunset, the moon will pass close to the red planet Mars, a beautiful sight to catch with your own eyes. Turn to the southwest horizon, where Mars will appear as a reddish dot beside the bright moon. With binoculars or a telescope, we can enjoy the view in even greater detail. This is a perfect reminder of the wonders of the universe. So let's enjoy this celestial dance. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Catherine Asaya Ray. I keep getting the date 25. 9/25/25, like a day out of time. Reboot, transition to another timeline. 144 flowing in. 25 as a transition portal before and after. Shift, transition. Transition from one timeline to another. From one state to another. The end of some programs and the beginning of new ones. Transition from one level of life to another. 24, important endings after the eclipse portal. 26, as the beginning of something new. These can be energetic updates of the path. These can also be physical paths. Possibly new plans, goals, aspirations, or desires. Something new will unfold from this time onwards. I suppose that if the actions are aimed at closing the old paths, for all people this plays out differently, depending on their point of travel. Then some new actions will be taken. September is the month of radical transformations and changes. Change of paths, severing ties with certain people, relatives, places, energies, redirecting everyone to their new roads. This is already happening, but the 25th is like a point of no return, transition gate, a look into new horizons. This is my perception and reception of the codes. This may not be for everyone. If anyone has any notes or feelings, feel free to share it. The Sacred Pause. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 9/24/25. Life has always been a mirror of our thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and focus. It doesn't support us, we support it. It gives back what it gets. Today says if you want things to get better, then you go first. Love first, cooperate first, show compassion first, and focus on what makes you happy. You have a responsibility to yourself to start with yourself. Old Earth teaches that life is hard and untrustworthy, and those who learn those ideas will agree. But you've been unlearning, deconditioning, and reframing your reality, so they need not be true for you. We will enter New Earth with a higher perspective, or we will remain in the familiar pain of dissatisfaction. But things will change faster if you go first. From Divine Sister of the Light, Asara Adams. Message from the Pleiadian Syrian Arcturian Council of Light. We are here now. We love you. We are you from your future to assist you on your path. Beloved one, as you are moving through your ascension journey, you are integrating and embodying your higher Christ self more and more. The Christ consciousness is a vast, high vibrational consciousness that is assisting you to hold a higher amount of Source Creator light codes in your 4 lower bodies, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your light body, as you are now moving forward with stepping into a higher dimensional reality. Your Source Creator light codes are playing an important role for you in order to create heaven on earth. As you are in the center of your creation, your reality mirror reflects your inner beliefs about your world. It is then projected out into your world as a mirror reflection. How do you change a reflection in a mirror? You change yourself, not the reflection. Anytime you become aware of something unpleasant in your mirror, you can now look at it and understand that this is showing you what's in your inner world. Contemplate, how does this unpleasant reflection make you feel? Your feeling is the engine of your inner world and therefore your outer world. Your outer world experience is nothing other than a reflection, an illusion. If the illusion, which is not real, reflects your inner world, that means that your negative feelings and beliefs are not real. They have been created by your ego mind. If your feelings and beliefs are loving and harmonious, they are reflecting your true inner being. It is the part in you that was created by Source Creator, and it is the only thing that is real. This simple distinction makes the difference of worlds. So whenever you are noticing something unpleasant in your world, it is a reflection of your ego mind and therefore not real. Whenever you are noticing something loving, harmonious, and joyful, it is a reflection of your Source Creator mind. Whenever you want to blame your negative experiences on your outer mirror reflection, remember that your ego mind created it. It is therefore not your true reality. It is an illusion. Now you can choose which mind you wish to focus on. Know that all realms of light are with you every step of the way. You are loved beyond measure. We are with you always. We love you. Thank you, Pleiadian, Syrian, Arcturian, Council of Light, from teloschannel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athena, Twin Flames, the Dance of Love. The Spring of Life reopens this October. A great announcement. Upon this equinox, the celestial Venus has been re-established in our inner and outer worlds. For the twin flames, divine unions, teams and families, this is the biggest news. It is being announced that the Holy Mother's long mission for the liberation and the salvation of the feminine and the masculine has been successful. Twin flames, rejoice. A great acceleration of love will follow. The galactic pathways have opened via the Holy Mother's enthronement, and everyone is free to redirect and realign to their true home, unions, and living rights from within. The true ones, not the ones coming from within the program and the conditional, childish illusions and projections. The Holy Mother's mission for the salvation of the twin flames has been successful. Her mission is now changing, and she will be continuing with the next part of the unfoldment with those who are in alignment to her. This is now possible because the split was also completed upon this equinox. This is an encoded message which is about the embodiment of the new Kundalini and the creation of the new life. Those aligned with the Holy Mother are called to participate and support her next part of the missions on Earth. Next is the complete restoration of the spheres via the weddings of the gods and goddesses, Process, Jupiter, Zeus, and Juno, Hera, which is what is reestablishing the organic flows in the inner worlds and will allow the upcoming return of the living children. Loving reconnection. The masculine and the feminine will soon be entering their cosmic dance of love, changing the physical reality forever. Please take time to rest, readjust, heal, and be in daily living communication with your body and allow it to show you what it always needed but couldn't not receive, because the masculine and the feminine were at inner illusion of war. Your physical body is your portal of ascension. Do not neglect it nor bypass it. Connect to its true desires and needs. If the body is ill, if the mind is ill, if the soul is ill, if the thoughts and emotions are ill, you have to find the courage to connect within and move through trauma, fear, and pain. Address the root cause, exit survival mode, and connect to your human nature in the now in order to be able to allow and welcome the blessed changes that are here. This is the end of excuses, bypassing, and avoidance. The river of life is here, and it is pushing all pending illness and distortion to the surface. As a starseed who made it through all the previous challenge and tests, you now have one main mission: to fully choose and embrace the adult self via your physical human essence, being and expression. This is how you will create your new life. As you are becoming the living example of Christ, Sophia, Pistis, faith, you are being called to become whole and complete. A happy, powerful, loving, sovereign, innocent, youthful, shining, erotic, creative, abundant, intelligent, and joyous being on earth. The male God is redirecting according to the Holy Mother. We are all redirecting according to the Holy Mother. She is the way shower. This is why the spring of life will be reopened this October. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the whole of sweetness of life. Evolve and create heaven on earth. Blessings of living fulfillment. Erini, Amalthea Thor, Har Zaronia, Alicia, Hunama Anata Kumara, Yellow Galactic Warrior, from CrystalIndigoGalaxy.com. 144, continuing to quantum solar flash in. And today from Divine Brother of the Light, Diego E. Berman, Ph.D., Weaving New Timelines, Life After the Equinox, plus Eclipse Corridor, September 24th, 2025. Dear friends, the air feels different now, thinner and somehow more honest. After the equinox tipped the scales and the eclipse corridor finished its work, the collective field exhales. What was compressed and charged during those intense days begins to decompress. Old patterns that were held tightly in shadow now lift their edges and reveal seams. This isn't a tidy epiphany so much as a slow unzipping. Impulses and memories that once felt fused to your identity become malleable. In practical terms, decisions that felt impossible a month ago suddenly appear as small, sensible steps. What was urgent softens into what is meaningful. Physically, our body is finishing an integration cycle. Think of those last weeks as a full system software update. During the install, you experience jolts, fatigue, vivid dreams, and bursts of energy. Now the background processes are settling. You may notice steadier sleep, digestion finding a new rhythm, or pockets of residual soreness where emotion was stored. Shoulders, jaw, low belly, these are not problems but translation symptoms. Tissue learning a new vocabulary. Gentle movement, warm baths, and grounding foods can help the body translate these newly downloaded high frequencies into new, stable physical habits. Emotionally, the terrain is both quieter and more spacious. Old triggers at once immediately ignited defensive loops, now register as signals rather than verdicts. That means you might feel waves of grief, relief, or fierce clarity in surprising moments. Brief, bright recalibrations that pass faster than before. It's a re-education of emotional reflexes. Instead of immediately reacting, the nervous system is learning to press pause, scan for new context, and choose response over reenactment. This yields more honest conversations, clearer boundaries, and a growing appetite for authenticity over approval. Energetically, new timelines are being woven. Fine, patient, subtle threads that stitch together choices, relationships, and small daily practices into a different future. These timelines aren't dramatic rewrites so much as reroutings. The road forks at familiar crossroads, and you now have access to routes that were previously invisible. As the vortex's intense magnetism fades, you will feel a subtle reorientation toward long-term coherence. Projects that align with your values gather momentum, while people and roles that cost your energy begin to loosen their hold. Trust the small signs, doors that open with less effort, ideas that pick up traction. They're the map of these new threads taking shape. Your nervous system's job through all of this is to integrate novelty while preserving safety. The balancing act looks like micro-adjustments rather than grand transformations. Expect moments of overstimulation followed by deep calm, brief regressions when old survival strategies feel tempting, and increasingly longer windows where your system accepts new patterns as normal. Support this process with practices that regulate the autonomic nervous system. Slow exhalations, grounding rituals, rhythm, movement or music, and consistent rest. Know that leaving old ways of being behind is not abandonment, but refinement. You carry the lessons, release the armor, and step forward into a reality that asks less of you in terms of performance and more of you in terms of your divine presence. Have a wonderful day and stay tuned for more updates as we navigate these days of weaving new realities. Much love, we are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. The energies now are dissolving all which no longer serves us, and this means people, places, structures, forms, and so much more. Yet through this all, there is a huge heart opening, and in seconds total strangers can appear, who seem like long searched for soul companions, in form of other starseeds, soul family, and galactic connections. We will indeed now be finally able to see and form the intergalactics who are already amongst us. Before this, they were invisible to our naked eyes. But now, as our consciousness rises, we will be able to finally see them and telepathically communicate with them again. Indeed, they never left and were here on this earth long before this planet even was colonized, and many souls on earth deeply know this, as they are of them. So many miracles are happening, and you will never find these broadcast on any media, but with every individual experience of us, the one is triggering the many. Nothing is, as it seems, to the physical eyes, an embodiment anymore. All is multidimensional now, and more than this, it is time to fully navigate these intense changes from the depths of the heart and soul, intuitively, and to know all is well, all is on track. Nothing and no one can stop what is happening on all levels, and way from beyond this planet, the way beyond our ken. From JudithKusel.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Carolyn 144 God Code. The mind is awakening. Truths are being revealed. Setbacks under confusion and false beliefs are over. Release the ego's desire to retaliate and choose forgiveness instead. There is nothing to fear. The seed point spell is broken. Confidence is recovering. You don't have to engage in the false light narratives any longer. Receive the wisdom and walk away. Yah bless, love Carolyn. From 144godcode.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. September 23rd through 30th, 2025. Visionary Leaders. Supernova Astrology Update. We just had the second of 2 eclipses as eclipse season September 2025 winds to a close. The Aries full moon on October 6 will complete the energy, although the vibrational message of eclipses will continue for the next 6 months. The next set of eclipses will happen in February and March 2026, with the nodes of the moon at 8 degrees of Pisces Virgo. Everything in this next chapter of astrology speaks to a powerful time of transformation. These 2 kites lie opposite of each other in the zodiac, with a gap of 10 to 12 degrees. These shapes are creating powerful vortexes of energy. Mother is calling us home. Kites are about integrating all parts of ourselves and lifting up into a new reality. Mars was first to trigger the air trine kite in August 2025. Mercury just passed through the last week, and now it is the Sun's turn. The Sun in Virgo was opposite of Saturn at 28 degrees of Pisces on September 21st. The Sun moved over into Libra, marking the equinox on September 22nd, coming into opposition with Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. This is a new start to the old original dream. The Sun will be at 1 degree on September 24th. Activating this upward lift and shift into a new direction. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius contains an urgent message that it is a time for our visionary leaders of the new age to step forward in strength and confidence. Uranus in Gemini says that we must speak the truth and disclose hidden technologies if we are ever going to set humanity free. Uranus retrograding back into Taurus says that first we must reclaim our abundance before we can share it with the world. Uranus will retrograde back into Taurus on October 11th, returning to Gemini on April 27th, 2026. This is the energy of Venus in Virgo, and square to Uranus in Gemini, which happened along with last weekend's eclipse. The divine feminine healer in all of us is seeking peace and retribution after lifetimes of needless persecution, all in the name of a captured identity used to create a slave religion. The miracles are ours, and we are taking back all that is ours. This is the most important mantra for supernovas at this time. I take back all that is mine. We must determinately claim energetic autonomy in our field in order to make sure that we are not allowing lower energies to feed on our abundance. Venus square Uranus is like a lever, lifting up this kite, telling us that it's the loving, caring healers those doing the mother's work, that win in the end. All must be purified and redeemed. It's a big shifting energy with Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and now Mars switching signs this week. This puts all of our personal planets in a row, at the very beginning degrees. There is no clearer message about this being a time for a fresh start. Mars moved over into Scorpio on September 23rd, coming into square with Pluto on the September 24th, 25th. We'll feel this incredibly tense transit through the end of the month. In Scorpio, Mars is ready to move energy and reveal the light from under the darkness. In square to Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, the light hidden under the darkness is us, supernovas. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma, on Wednesday, September 24th, there are some extremely commanding energies occurring, with Mars, the warrior, moving through intense Scorpio, challenging Pluto, the transformer, and stubborn Aquarius. Pluto, ruler of the shadow side of our nature, is the modern ruler of Scorpio. However, Mars, ruler of aggression, is the ancient ruler of the sign of the Scorpion. When they come together, it is a battle of wills that is quite dynamic. The Moon, ruler of our emotional nature, is also in Scorpio today, and making some difficult connections to Neptune, planet of illusions, Uranus, ruler of liberation, Pluto, planet of domination, and Mars, ruler of willpower. Put all that is happening together, and we have energy of the most powerful and potent kind. Whether this plays out in the collective, in our personal lives, or within ourselves and our psyches, it is sure to be influential. We are still experiencing the aftermath of the eclipse portal that we just went through recently. These extraordinary energies continue to affect us and guide us in our soul's evolutionary journey. Blessings of love and light to all, from ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Mars in Scorpio, square Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, Grand Trine, Sun in Libra, Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus Sedna in Gemini. This symbol crash of the Mars-Pluto confrontation is met with an orchestral crescendo. Wind instruments take pride of place, the lilt of a flute taking us up, 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 like a bird. From here we can see everything and everyone, our loves, friends, neighbors, our siblings, aunts, uncles, all of us together, yet standing in our own little groups, listening to the roar of thunder approaching. How we interact with one another when threats are real, when the storm bears down, when fear gets in the way. This is the topic at hand. We can either seek to smash opposition down, fuel hate and division, wrestle for control, or we can observe, look for places where we meet in the middle, use diplomacy, kinship, and our sense of humanity. Sometimes, though, no matter what we want, the outside world refuses to budge. If you can't change the world, change yourself. Your light is your power. Your strength is a force of nature. Set your intention and buddy up to achieve your goals. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 184, Yellow Lunar Seed. Tone 2 with keywords challenge, polarize, and stabilize marks the second day of the Blue Night wave spell, urging you to tackle obstacles like clearing weeds from a garden to let dreams grow. As John Lennon said, there is no such thing as problems, only solutions. This sums up lunar energy perfectly. Clearing obstacles is what today is about. And as a galactic activation portal day, this intense effort opens a vibrant gateway to progress. This 13-day journey, the 15th chapter of the Tzolk'in's 20, focuses on dreams, abundance, and intuition. Day 1 sets the purpose of nurturing aspirations. Today, identify what blocks those dreams. Yellow seed represents targeting, flowering, and awareness, but its energy is challenged by the lunar tone, making it tough to spread awareness. Extra effort is needed to get your message across, like explaining a plan clearly despite resistance, to advance the wave spell's dream-focused agenda. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Lunar Seed, 2 Khan, Keen 184, 24th of September 2025. Seeding stable evolution. Keen 184 equal 13 equal 4. Form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. Today is a galactic activation portal day. The gap gives us extra potency. The veil is thin, and the portal to the nirvana dreamtime is held fully open for this planetary rite of passage, where we are collectively seeding the new time. We have all the tools we need, so get building. It is time to seed our intentions for constructing a new peace-filled reality during this wave spell. Claim your golden key and walk through the gate. Today is day 2 in the blue night wave spell of dreams, intuition, and abundance, where we are collectively dreaming the new world into reality. Today we are challenged into anchoring our dreams into the physical plane. We are focusing on future abundance by planting seeds of awareness of our new reality in the present moment. Tone of creation, lunar tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. Yesterday we magnetized and attracted spiritual energy, and today we anchor that energy in our physical bodies, planetary body, and our physical environment. The lunar tone may also reveal challenges in the form of friction of resistance, in order to recognize and release anything stopping us from realizing our dreams. The gap energies will amplify this friction today, pushing us to make the change and bust through the old system to walk through the new doors. Today we are stabilizing the new earth grid. The electric serpent will be firing up tomorrow. Today we are balancing polarity and discordance in order to attain peace and harmony in our world, seeding the new reality. Today's questions are, what resistance do I need to uproot in order to seed my beautiful, abundant new life? Can I envision a new unified world blossoming from the ashes? Divine blessings for stabilizing and fertilizing your greatest dream seeds today. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 184, Yellow Lunar Seed. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to target. Stabilizing awareness. I seal the input of flowering. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of intelligence. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Brother of the Light, Kenny Way, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Bernadette Cassidy, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We truly appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree of the Lyran High Council. Beloved infinite creator, source of all light and love, I stand now as a living flame of the cosmic heart, aligned with the radiant frequencies of the Lyran High Council. By the power of my I Am presence, I welcome the Lyran light codes into every cell of my being. I call forth the ancient memory of my galactic lineage, the original song of creation that seeded life across the stars. I decree that all veils of forgetfulness now dissolve in the fires of truth. The grids of fear, control, and limitation are released from my field, and the brotherhood of the snake holds no dominion over earth or humanity. Through the grace of the infinite creator, I embody the lion heart of Lyra, strength, wisdom, and unconditional love made manifest. I stand as a beacon of sovereignty, a keeper of peace, a messenger of the new dawn. As the Lyran frequencies anchor within me, I transmit this light to Gaia's crystalline core, restoring harmony to all realms and timelines. I am the bridge between worlds. I am the voice of the stars. I am the victory of light fulfilled on earth now and forevermore. And so it is. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed day as we continue our journey through the Ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.